So, to start off this episode, I want to give a quick shout out to the guys over at High Fives with Blake and Eric. And they run a podcast which I find very entertaining, and they run down their top 5 lists of a number of subjects. So, I'll put the link in the description, which is a good segue over to today's episode, which is in honor of their podcast, a top 5 list. It's a top 5 list of my top favorite games. They're in no particular order, and I just hope to give a small description of why they're my top, and hopefully this can spawn some discussion. So, number 5 is Fallout 3. Now, Fallout 3 was my first RPG experience, and I loved it. I didn't want to put it down, and I found myself keep coming back. Even after just a couple months ago, I came back, and I didn't skip any of the dialogue. I enjoyed it as though it was my first time. Number 2 is Conker's Bad Fur Day for the Nintendo 64. Now, this game was way mature for my age. I got it when I was a kid on the Nintendo 64, and I didn't understand any of the jokes. I never beat this story, but it always resonated with me. It always stayed. So that's good to me. And my number 3 is Alan Wake, which was my first real story game, I guess. And not only that, it was my first horror game, and it was amazing. It kept me on the edge of my seat, and how it was broken up into small episodes was really good for the pacing, because I could play an episode a night, and it scared me. I recommend it if you want some scares. My number 2 is Star Wars Battlefront 2, which was my first real online, well, not online, but my first real big multiplayer game that I got into. And I wasn't definitely good at it, but I loved it. Well, I love Star Wars, and I guess that's where I found that I love shooting things. Plus, the Ewoks against Imperial sniper battles helped. And my number 1 would be Modern Warfare 3. Now, Modern Warfare 3 is a bit weird because it wasn't the game itself, it was the social interactions. I got 2 of my best friends through that, which to me, if a game brings you together, it's done its job. It's shown that it's fun, especially in groups, and that's to me what gaming's all about. Fun.